Hello and welcome to WHIR TV. I'm Anastasia Tabanos. Having worked with high-profile clients like Sony Music, Coca-Cola, and Fox News, Hostway currently has a customer base of over 400,000 domains and is considered one of the top 5 leading web hosting companies today. John Lead, the co-founder, general manager, and vice president of global marketing for Hostway, is here with us today to give us some insight into the company. Hi, John. Thanks for joining us today.
My pleasure.
So just to start off, can you give me a bit of a background on Hostway, how the company began, and where you are now?
Well, we began in 1998 as a pure web hosting provider. Started in the corner of my apartment. It's a typical startup story. Now we've grown from our base in Chicago to 12 international locations with 400,000 small business clients. And with about 450 employees. And we've expanded our portfolio of services from just pure shared hosting to dedicated servers, co-location, and managed services to web design and online marketing. Just complete stack, helping customers establish online presence as well as other online tools, Microsoft Exchange, SharePoint hosting. And we're rapidly expanding our portfolio of services to meet the demands of our customers, which are more in the areas of application hosting.
So what does Hostway do to set itself apart from the competition?
Well, I think it's our track record of innovations and making sure that those innovations are delivered in a way that that customers can actually use. So the features, all the functionalities have to be easy to use. And they have to be backed by excellent customer service. And by having that business class support, Hostway is setting itself apart.
You're mentioning Hostway's innovations. So what's new with Hostway? Any new products or services you're offering?
Yeah, I mean, we rolled out the online backup just recently. That's where customers can back up their files from desktop to our data centers. It's a pretty important product nowadays because of things like Katrina and things like that. People are becoming more aware of the situation. Even for pro consumers, they have a lot of photos and music, and those things are very important, and they need to be backed up. And online storage, as well as things like Gigamail, which is the ability to send large attachments up to 1 gig in size to anyone. Some of the pain points that we heard from customers is, we are sending mail, and these attachments are getting larger, and they're getting bounced. Is there an easy way? And then we come up with a Gigamail to do that. And we've rolled out the online design and marketing services. These are where we've heard also from our customers, it's great, but I'm not happy with my website. It doesn't look pretty. I'm not getting any traffic. So we came up with a whole stack of design and marketing services to help them establish their website as well as drive more traffic. And that's just resulted in more revenue for us as well as greater customer satisfaction.
Can we talk a bit about the search engine webinar you put on a few weeks ago?
It's within the stack of online marketing services that we provide. Going beyond just pure hosting, I mean, we have this active dialogue with our customers through various means. I mean, through daily contacts that we have, as well as focus groups, as well as customer advisory panels. And the thing that we hear a lot is, what's the number one concern that you have? Well, it's to drive traffic to my website. That's the reason why they have a website. That's the reason why they're paying for hosting to begin with. And obviously, search engine is becoming more and more important venue to drive traffic from. So we have this series of webinars, seminars, both in person and through the web, that informs our customers of what are the latest trends. So not only is it just the Hostway people, I believe the one that you just referred to actually has representatives from Google participating with us. And informing our customers, okay, here's what's going on. And this is not a sales pitch, this is just information. And I think this is a way for hosting companies like us to start to add value, not just be viewed as, hey, here's a hosting provider and I get this something else. And I think that's a strategy for a lot of ISPs to use and other hosting providers to adopt as well.
Now, with regards to ISPCon, you spoke on a panel about web hosting success stories. How did it feel being asked to speak as a representative of a successful hosting enterprise?
Yeah, it's well, it's always, it's like they're asking me. There's that There's always that kind of thing. It's gratifying. It's we knock on wood. We like to continue on our success. But I think whatever we have achieved thus far, as good as it is nothing compared to what's possible in the future, because you still don't have a dominant player out there, and the web hosting industry, I think, is about to take off on its kind of second stage, because we've finally reached that stage of critical mass in terms of broadband access that's available to both consumers and to the businesses. We finally reached a critical mass in terms of mobile users, and with the Wi-Fi or WHIR or WiMAX as it's called here, and some of the other initiatives taken on by the larger broadband providers and increasing the speed, the web application and this trend of moving the computing power from desktop to the internet is going to only benefit hosting companies, and those players that have the right strategy and the execution in place is going to be able to grow tremendously, a lot faster in the coming 5 years than in the past 5 years. So, it's great, and we hope to be here in 5 years, to be invited back, obviously.
So what can we expect from Hostway in the future?
Well, I think you'll continue to see us executing on the strategy of global expansion, because Hostway has from the beginning been about making sure that we are maximizing the web's potential, not just in the U.S. and North America, but everywhere there is internet. And literally these days there is internet everywhere. China is big, so I think you're going to see us, entering into those fast-growing markets. And that's going to benefit our customers, because by having this global network of data centers and operations, you could actually literally, sitting here today, have a hosting operation or apparatus in China. And I think even for small business, it's not just for global companies anymore. This world being flat doesn't just apply to large global enterprises. It's for small businesses. We have customers doing already businesses with people across the world, and I think as a hosting provider with a global footprint, we could help small businesses achieve more efficiency in their global operations as well. So you'll see that. You'll see Hostway continue to focus on product innovations and service innovations, continue to add to our portfolio of services. I think you'll see us doing more and more of SaaS type of services. And the third leg of our strategy that you'll see is, we'll have more focus on the channel plays, helping ISPs, other channel partners like portals or broadband providers realize potential from web hosting and other related services on top of their regular core businesses. So, those are the three things that you should expect from Hostway.
Excellent. Thanks for taking the time to speak today, John.
Well, thank you very much. It was my pleasure.